Here we are, everybody. Welcome back to First Ring Daily. It's Wednesday. Um, before we get started here, hey Paul, do you remember when we did the show yesterday, and I said, hey, my battery is
I do
getting pretty
remember.
low.
Oh yeah. Let me guess, you haven't charged it since then.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah. You don't have any way to charge it from there? You don't have
I
a
mean, I
plug or
could,
something?
but yeah, you
All
know,
right.
I like to live dangerously with 4% battery life.
This is Brad's way of saying today's show is going to be about 17 seconds long.
There's a joke in there, and I'm not going to say it because I'm going to be mature. And I'm not going to say it. Anyways, today's show is brought to you by Cloudberry Lab. Check them out at cloudberrylab.com/FRD to learn how to back up all your stuff and protect yourself from ransomware for personal or business data on Amazon, Microsoft Azure, Backblaze, Google Cloud, wherever. But Paul, two quick things here, Paul.
Hmm.
Do you know what this is?
Uh, no. What is that?
I know.
Nope.
So this is going to be my latest investment that's going to fix my golf slice because um,
Oh.
why not?
Jeez. Of the potential realm of answers, I have to say that was
Look at it.
outside of where I was thinking. It looks like an
This
old
is what
Amiga Joy board, like an Atari peripheral or something.
the base here is what Nokia would call polycarbonate,
Hmm.
and
Plastic, yeah.
basically, yep, plastic, high quality plastic. That is supposedly can withstand many a golf club smashes. Basically, what this is trying to figure out what the best way to line it up. That might be it. So you can see there's these little foam things here that you can take off or whatever. But what it's
Hmm.
supposed to do is you put your golf ball in the middle here, and then this helps
Yep.
guide your swing plane to help you hit straighter. Or if you want to work on like a fade or something, then you can kind of go like that guy. And then there's like little chipping marks. Um, but yep,
Um,
I bought it.
I mean, I guess it's technically technology.
Yeah, we're among friends here. We're among friends, but it was on my desk and I forgot to take it off, so that's why I figured I would share. It's called a speed trap, not like the type the police use. And I don't know why it's called a speed trap because it has nothing to do with speed. It actually has to do with angles. Like it should be called like an
It,
angle
it
trap.
seems like if the ball is in the middle, no matter how you swing your club, you're going to nail one of those foam things.
Well, that's kind of well. So the ball, if you're going like a full drop, like a full iron swing, the ball sits way up here, like in between these top two. If you're
Uh-huh.
chipping, then it's way back here because you're supposed to come down a lot more on the ball to get a lot of backspin. But
I see.
pretty much, I mean, it's gonna be I'm gonna be knocking these things all over the backyard and all over the place. But that's the idea, though, is like this is the perfect swing plane, and if you can do that, then you're gonna increase your chances of not slicing the shit out of it 30 yards into the woods.
I think this is off topic, and I'm
Oh,
not sure
because
if
we're
you're
on
seeing
topic.
this as well, but you'll be the only person on earth who will appreciate this joke. I think it's fair to say that Mahedi has turned into the new Tim, but by which I mean his timing is amazing
Yes. Yep.
and consistent. Yeah.
Yep.
So that will just be a joke for you and I.
Yep.
Anyway.
Anyways, folks, this one is what I'm about to say here next isn't fully confirmed, but the people who are telling me this are extremely confident in it. Although I have not been able to personally confirm it, take that with a grain of salt. So Microsoft is obviously working on Redstone 5. If you listen to my podcast on Friday, you would know that February 8th is the day that they're going to be pitching everything internally. At least that was the initial date for some of the orgs. But supposedly they're calling Redstone 5 Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Yes.
Like the Scarlet Letter, Scarlet? Or like
I,
Scarlett
I, I
O'Hara, Scarlet?
well, it could be Scarlett Johansson for all that we know. Uh, I
Right,
don't I
right.
don't have a lot of information on this. I don't know if it's just a code name, but the word Scarlet is being tossed around internally a bit. And if anybody has any more information on it, I would love to know. But so there you go. That's all I got. It's I know very crazy and everything else, but Scarlet. It's definitely a code
Scarlet.
name. Yep. Yep. Um, let's see, we're down to 3% now. Let's see. The Nintendo Switch has upended the video game market, Paul.
Yeah, so yeah, Nintendo just announced unbelievable earnings for the quarter. They've upped their estimates for Switch sales for the first year of availability to 15 million units. That's not quite enough to beat the PlayStation 4, but it's puts them right in the ballpark. And there's no doubt that this thing has been a huge success for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the thing that's there's a couple of things that are interesting about this. One is that Nintendo also sells a large number of portable gaming devices, 3DS. I think they have a 2DS as well, that sell in the several millions every year.
Yep.
And that has always been kind of a historic strength of theirs, right? I mean, I know Sony's tried with the PSP and the Vita, but they never really saw great success in mobile. Microsoft's never tried, unless you consider playing a Xbox game on your PlayStation or your Surface Pro
Mm-hmm.
to be, portable. I guess it is. Um, and it sort of occurred to me that, in the conversation about video games and the market and where things are going, I've sort of argued that Microsoft has positioned itself very well for the future, which is the cloud and delivering games via the cloud. But in the nearer term, it's very interesting to me that Nintendo has created a hybrid console platform that is essentially the Surface Pro of video games, right? It's a device you can use on your TV like a traditional console, and it's a device you can pick up and take to go and use it like a 3DS or whatever. And I think it's cool that they've created this little niche for themselves. Like, I've always liked their vibe. I like what they do. And I think uh, it's just interesting. The market has gone like 4K, super powerful,
Yeah.
whatever. And they're like, eh. And they've just, they're killing Microsoft. I mean, it's a very interesting thing that they've been able to be this innovative and unique. It's I think it should be an inspiration for everyone else, because there's a lot of sameness happening these days in the video game market. So I think I think it's just cool. I think it's neat that they're so successful.
No, I completely. I was trying to figure out their market capitalization. It looks like, ooh, it's actually really high. Is that in USD? Or
What
maybe
is
not.
it?
Uh, well, I don't. Well, they're not listed in the US. They're listed in Japan on the. Their currency is JPY. And it was 6 trillion JPY, which is, I don't know if that might be 55 billion, which actually is a lot more. I was wondering what they were compared to EA, because if Microsoft was
Right.
going to buy a
Right.
company,
Sure.
Nintendo would be
I, you know,
extremely interesting.
right. I don't think it's possible for a U.S. company to buy a Japanese company of Nintendo's scope. The
Yeah.
Japanese market is protected, and there's a weird kind of co-opetition thing that goes on there, where Japanese companies historically have helped each other, even though they compete in many ways.
Hmm.
So I bet, yeah, I don't think that could happen. But I did make the argument for Microsoft, as many people have over the years, that they should look at Nintendo and take some ideas from them, like they did with the
Sure.
Wii and the Kinect. And the obvious outcome here is a portable gaming system that is Xbox branded and can run legacy Xbox games, like original
Hmm.
Xbox and 360 games. They already have this backwards compatibility technology. Um, a portable gaming system like that could run those things full fidelity would not be difficult or expensive, and would actually give the Switch a run for its money, and kind of falls in Microsoft's fan-friendly gaming strategy these days. Um,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised Sony hasn't made more of a go of the mobile thing, to be honest, because I don't know how they did it, but I believe that one of the big selling points of those systems was the ability to play, not the actual games, but the games would be ported to the system that used to be on PS2 or PS3 or whatever during the time frame. But there's no doubt that a portable gaming system today can play games of that caliber. And why do we not have this, on either system?
Hmm.
I think we should.
Yeah. I mean, Sony did do their like PS Vita, and they had that kind of stuff going on. Although I'm not
Yeah.
intimately familiar with what they did there, mostly because I play Xbox, and my
Yep.
options for mobile gaming
Yep.
were my phone, and that's it.
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Yep. We are now down to 2%, and my light is flashing very violently red, screaming at me. This thing's about to shut down any minute here, folks.
Yep.
As a reminder, there's an earnings call today. Microsoft, typically that information pops out around 4:05 p.m. Eastern time, so you can do your time zone calculations if you're really that interested. But that news will be hitting later today. I'll be curious to see how they do. I believe Apple and Google are tomorrow. And yeah, you got anything
Yep.
else for
It's going to
today,
be a big
Paul? And
week.
about 1.5% battery life?
Nope. I will keep it short. How about you?
Nope. I'll just be covering the earnings. Those will be over on Petri.com. Paul will have his write up. You typically do it the day after. And
Yep.
that's about all we
Yeah,
have
because I
today.
wait for the earnings call. Yeah.
Oh,
Also, why don't you charge
Miracast.
that laptop over the next 24 hours?
Yeah, that would be beneficial.
Something to try.
Something to try. All right, folks. Well, today's show is brought to you by Cloudberry Lab. There it goes. Cloudberry Lab. Check them out at cloudberrylab.com/FRD to learn more about their product, about how you can back up and protect yourself from ransomware and all that good stuff. And we will catch you right back here tomorrow on a fully battery-powered iteration of First Ring Daily. Have yourselves a wonderful day.